Hello, my Bill for 1000 Nation. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's having a great day. We are back with some MRBALLEN. Now, I went back through all of his videos, went back to some of the ones at the beginning, because I don't know about some of y'all, but I haven't watched all of them. I really haven't. I hate to say that. Bad Billy. Bad. No, it's heresy, ain't it? So, I figure, why not let's watch them together? Because maybe some of you are like me, they've never got around to watching the older ones. Maybe some of you just want to rewatch the older ones. Maybe it's just been a while. So, this one here is titled, Police Claim This Haunting is True. Alright, let's turn them lights down low, put on something comfy, cuddle up with someone special. Let's get spooky.
This story honestly seems totally made up until you review the police report, because the police officially kind of confirm much of what the family claims to be true about their haunting experience. And if that doesn't convince you, there's actually a movie adaptation called Veronica on Netflix, and they claim this is true too. So let's see what you think. In 1992, a police station in Madrid, Spain, received a frantic phone call from Maximo Gutierrez, claiming that he and his wife were being attacked by tall, shadowy figures. The responding officer didn't believe his initial claims, but decided to check it out in case it was an actual home invasion. There were no signs of forced entry, no signs of theft. In fact, the police noted that at first, the house was eerily quiet. They called the Gutierrezes back inside to talk to them now that the house was safe, air quoting. But as soon as they sit down to talk to them, they hear a loud bang out on the porch. The police described it as sounding like a large boulder falling and rolling along the ground. They run out to investigate, but nothing is there. As they stand there puzzled, one of the officers yells, "Duck!" just as an armoire door swings open violently, narrowly missing an officer's head. At this point, they think this could be some sort of prank, and they check the armoire. They're looking all over the place. There doesn't seem to be any strings or any way that this could be a prank. There's no one around. At this point, a couple of the officers decide that this is just too much for them, and they want to wait outside. The remaining officers go back into the living room to chat with the Gutierrezes about what the heck is going on with their house. When they sit down to chat, Mr. Gutierrez proceeds to tell the officers about the strange death of their 18-year-old daughter, Estefania, who had passed away just a few years earlier, and why they think that her death is actually connected to their house being haunted. Estefania went to a very religious school, and so when one of her teachers caught her and her friends using a Ouija board, she was really upset. The teacher runs...
No. You don't need to be using no Ouija board. They bad. They are. I guess it just depends on how you use it. I mean, I've watched Paranormal Activity. I've seen what happens to the Ouija board on there. You ain't tricking me.
Over, she smashes the Ouija board and tells them that this is not okay, they can't do it. But when she broke up the board, she destroyed the little glass planchette they were using to actually maneuver the Ouija board. And the teacher and the students that were there all claimed to have seen some sort of trapped smoke escape from the glass planchette, and it actually was inhaled by Estefania. Mr. Gutierrez claimed that from that moment on, his daughter's physical and mental health began deteriorating. Estefania started telling her parents about these strange people she kept seeing in the house, especially at night when she was laying in bed.
Yeah, I definitely ain't messing with no Ouija board. No. For one, what was the Ouija board smoking? For two, that's creepy. That's creepy too. I don't like that. I don't like that picture at all.
There'd be these shadow figures that would come out of the closet, come in the door, and they'd crawl all around her room. They'd even grab her sometimes at night. Her parents brought her in for testing, and no doctor could explain what was wrong with her. And so without a diagnosis, the parents had to watch in horror as their daughter's condition just deteriorated. dramatically until finally she just suddenly died in her bed one night and there was no official cause of death. Shortly after she passed away...
That sounds shady. How is there no cause of death? I mean, they can tell if you've had a heart attack, stroke, aneurysm, someone smothered you with an ergonomic pillow, death by a crunchy peanut butter sandwich because you fell asleep while eating it. That's how I'm going to go. I'm just saying. I love my peanut butter sandwiches. But I don't know. Ever since I was little, that's what I'd always have for a midnight snack. Some crunchy peanut butter on a half a piece of bread. Just half a sandwich. And a glass of milk. One day my fat butt's going to be sitting in the middle of bed, eating a half a peanut butter sandwich, probably choke on and die. Fall asleep with it in my mouth. Damn peanut butter. Why has it got to be so good?
Her parents started to notice strange things happening in their house, and they believe that is when the haunting actually began. As the parents are divulging this information to the police, they all hear screams and banging coming from Estefania's room. The police actually physically jump up out of their chairs, they're so frightened. The police and the father make their way over to the bedroom, they open it up, and inside, no one's in there, even though the screaming continues. The crucifix that normally was mounted to the wall was in the middle of the floor. Where it was mounted on the wall were now these deep scratches dug into the wall that were not there, literally probably 30 minutes earlier. The police continued to look everywhere to figure out...
I don't like the sound of none of that. None of that.
Where the heck the screaming is coming from, but they couldn't figure it out. As they're examining the room, they start hearing pounding in all of the walls. One of the police officers noticed that a picture of Estefania in that room had fallen on the ground, and he picked it up, and the frame itself was undamaged. But the picture inside the frame, which was of Estefania, had caught on fire and had burned through. Outside the bedroom, one of the police officers noted that a strange...
That's a demon, bro. I don't care what you say. That ain't no ghost. That is not something that was of this earth at one time. No demon. No speak any English, por favor. That's what you say. They'll leave you alone.
Crimson-colored goo was present in some of the Gutierrez's furniture, an unfamiliar substance that neither the parents or any of the officers had seen since being in the house. Not knowing what to make of the situation, the police leave and suggest the Gutierrez's move out as quickly as possible, and ultimately they do, and they report as soon as they left that house, all of the paranormal activity ceased. The official police...
Then it has to be something attached to the house, because if there's something attached to them, as they say, it's like stepping in gum. You take it with you. So it has to be something attached to that house, and that it's not them. Because if they would have moved and it was attached to them, then it would just follow them, and it might be a little weak at first, but then it gets stronger and stronger. We all know the stories.
The police report is filled with extraordinary
we watch scary
events
movies.
The officers present, which included the chief inspector of the police force, swore to have witnessed, leaving this case to be one of the most recent and eeriest unexplained cases in police history. And recently, this case was actually adapted into a movie called Veronica on Netflix, and people are saying it is the most terrifying movie they have ever seen. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to hear next.
You know something? Watching some of his first videos makes me feel really good, though. Look at how big Mr. Ballen is right now. Just look at him. Go to some of his collaboration he just did with Mr. Beast. I mean, you gotta be balling to be collaborating with Mr. Beast. We all know this. Mr. Beast is up there like YouTube God type situation. And you can tell Mr. Ballin is holding the video camera or the phone or whatever he's doing just up against the white wall talking. Give us hope to smaller channels. I am a small channel. I am small as shit. I know I'll probably never be balling with balling, but I mean, it gives you hope. You know what I mean? No, everyone's got to start somewhere, I reckon. I really enjoyed it though. Like, even though he's not on the level video wise on as he is on his new ones, his stories are still really good. Yeah. All right, y'all. This was Ballin' Classics. Hey, if y'all enjoyed today's video, think about leaving a thumbs up. If you're a fan of the spooky, scary, strange, or deranged, think about following. I am 100% grateful to all the new subscribers I've gotten, all the new comments. I answer to them the best that I can, as fast as I can. I mean, it's amazing just being where I'm at right now. 3,701 subscribers, as you guys just seen. All right. I never thought it'd be that far. I thank all of you. Truly. I really do. Let's keep it rolling, though. And as always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.